She didn't expect to see me, not like that. Her car slowed the second she spotted the moving truck in the driveway. I stayed where I was on the porch, sleeves pushed up, a cold glass of whiskey resting in my hand. Calm and collected, her eyes widened. The man behind the wheel, her so-called upgrade, gripped the steering wheel a little tighter, his jaw twitching. She just stared, mouth slightly open, unable to hide the disbelief. I lifted my glass in a silent toast. No words, just that look, the kind that says you made the wrong bet. She once told me I'd never make it without her, but I didn't just survive. I made damn sure she had front row seats when I rose. I remember our last night under the same roof. She thought I was asleep. The glow of her phone lit up the room like a warning sign. One hand muffling giggles, the other texting like her life depended on it. Fast, sneaky, laughing the way she never laughed with me anymore. He was older, flashy, the kind of man who probably hasn't tied his own shoes in a decade. She said I was boring, lacked ambition, that I was too content with scraps while she craved the whole feast. She packed the bags I bought for her, walked out like she was leaving behind a mess, not a man, slammed the door hard enough to echo. I said nothing, not when she blamed me for her dissatisfaction, not when she said I'd rot in that tiny apartment, bitter and alone. I didn't flinch, but her laughter, that stayed. We once had something, or I thought we did, late-night takeout, planning business ideas on napkins, dreaming big with nothing but faith. She used to say, I believe in you. Now I realize she believed only in what I could give her. The moment things got hard, she flinched. The second try, she sighed. By the third failure, she was already gone, just hadn't packed yet. I saw it all happen, slowly, like water damage behind walls. The kisses stopped landing. The kind words dried up. She had new perfume on for grocery runs, locked her phone more than usual, started having more girls' nights. I didn't confront her, not because I didn't know, but because I needed to be sure. Then one Thursday, she slipped, forgot to log out her iCloud on the old iPad. Maybe it was stupidity. Maybe she just stopped caring. Photos, texts, voice notes, her in his arms, mocking me, calling me a project she was done fixing. I stared at that screen for 2 full hours, not a single blink. Then I stood up, shut off, and poured myself a drink. That night, something inside me shifted. I wasn't her husband anymore. I was something else. Something she couldn't predict. I disappeared, deleted social media, changed my routines, cut ties with anyone still close to her. She thought I'd crumble, thought I'd beg, but I didn't break. I rebuilt. I used everything, every insult, every betrayal, as fuel, sold the remnants of my failed ventures, started again, quietly, no press, no hype, just grinding. Days blurred, nights disappeared. I learned, invested, took risks no one else would touch. 3 years, no shortcuts, just obsession and resolve. She never knew I'd bought into the very company her new man was chasing. Bragged about it online like a peacock. I owned majority shares 6 weeks before his big pitch. Watched him present while I sat 2 floors up, signing the rejection. I never needed to say a word. Some victories don't come with applause. In that house, the one she used to dream about, the white-collar mansion outside the city, the one with the ridiculous fountain she said screamed success, I bought it. Moved in wearing the same old shirt she once mocked for looking cheap. The movers thought it was nostalgia. It wasn't. It was my armor. She slowed down as she passed. I saw the brake light stutter. Caught her face through the windshield, pale, stunned. He tried to play it cool, but his tight grip on the wheel gave him away. They both knew. I didn't wave out of kindness. I waved so she'd feel it. Me, standing in a life she abandoned, built with a hand she once dismissed. People think revenge is loud. Mine wasn't. It was a flick of a pen. A closed deal. A key turning in a $2.5 million lock. No texts. No gloating. Just transformation. I sleep alone now, by choice. No whispered lies. No footsteps creeping at midnight. No forced laughter. Just peace. And sometimes when the night is especially still, I remember the sound of her laughter that night in the dark. And I smile, because now she's the one haunted by it.